excited that you are here. So we are going through a series right now called Summer Show Up, and we are showing up for ourselves all summer long. And this summer on the podcast, we're going to have practical topics that are going to be helping us maybe identify and deal with some of the issues that we might find throughout the summer when it comes to our health, our weight loss journeys, our fitness, and things like that. And friends, I am sure that you are here listening to this today because the title grabbed your attention: body image. I know so many of us struggle with body image. I know that as a coach. I know that as a person who's been through a 250-pound natural weight loss journey. And honestly, just looking around and seeing people to my left and to my right, which I wouldn't recommend doing, it shows the body image issues that we can have as people and honestly, as a society, because a lot of this stuff is stemming from other places. And we're going to point that out a little bit today. But I'm so glad you're here, guys. I'm ready to dive into this topic because this is something that I not only know a lot about, I experienced it and still experience it. And in the ways that I've experienced this is it's so hard to even be relatable sometimes to other people because of the level of body image issues and body dysmorphia that I've gone through. If you really think about it, I'm just going to get personal just for a second. I started my journey off in the 400s, okay? I have gone through the entirety of the 400s. Watched the scale drop, watched my sizes drop, all the things. Watched my body change. Then I hit the 300s and I went through the entirety of the 300s. Same thing, watched my body change. That's when the loose skin started developing on my body. Because don't you know, just losing weight and losing fat off of your body sometimes isn't gonna give us that perfect body that we were always hoping for, right? Goodness. Then I got to the 200s where I found most of my struggles, most of my plateaus, most of my hate for my body. And this is where I stayed in a little pity party pit of at the 260s, just not happy with where I was. Worked my tushy off. At that point, I'd lost like 160 pounds. And I was miserable in my body because of all of the loose skin, because I felt like I looked like a freak. I could pull out skin and oh my gosh, I can't even explain it to you. Check out my social media and you'll see what I meant. But it left me feeling very much damaged in my body. So I get through the 200s, I get stuck at the 260s, y'all. I was there for 6 months in that pity party pit. Don't recommend that at all. Accountability and community helps a ton when you're on a journey, just saying. Stayed there for a long time, really being very unhappy with my body. And then I made the decision for myself that I was going to pursue skin removal surgery. And it was then that I felt a little bit more freedom in my body. And that's when I really started picking up again in, taking care of myself and really focusing on more of health than anything else. And so I was able to get out of the 200s. And then I went halfway down the daggum 100s, y'all. Literally shrank myself down from the 400s all the way down into the 150s, okay? Holy moly, over 5 years. And I'm telling you what, the lessons that I have learned and the mistakes that I have made are going to bring value to you today. Please learn from my terrible mistakes. Please learn from my horrible relationship with my body throughout this journey. Please learn from the encouragement I'm getting ready to give you that you are a masterpiece and beautiful and unique. Please hear me in this coaching, friends. I have physically gone through it myself. 400s, 300s, 200s, 100s. I have gone through it. I've hated my body throughout a lot of my journey. I've cursed my body throughout a lot of my journey. I have wished my body looked different my entire life, friends. And I know I'm not the only one. But after my 250-pound weight loss journey, I was left with tons of skin. Yes, I could see all the beautiful things about it. I really could. One of my really big goals before I had my skin removal surgery, which I had back in November, was to get to a place in my mind where I was okay with my body. If I didn't get to have the skin removal, that I would still be able to be happy in what I had, right? And so a lot of last year was working on that mindset of being really happy with what I've got going on, because it can be so easy to pick ourselves apart. And this is coming, friends, from someone who's lost 250 pounds has had a lot of success in her physical journey, who has had a skin removal surgery that removed so much skin from my body. And I can sit right here and tell you that I still struggle with this. It's so common. I don't want to say normal because I don't like to normalize unhealthy things. Body image issues, as common as they are, it's not healthy. And that's the truth, friends. It's not healthy. We can't live like this. And I couldn't either. And I am so excited to be actively walking in freedom from my body image issues and freedom from my body dysmorphia, because what I see in the mirror isn't the truth because of the way my body and my mind can lie to myself. And I know if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. But those things that you're staring at and you're over obsessing about and you're being super duper critical about, those, oh my gosh, I've been there, friends. So I'm gonna give you guys everything I've got today on body image and the way I handle it, the way I go about it now after for years and years doing it the wrong way and having to really be humbled and learn a lot in this, okay? Oh man, so dive in with me. I'm gonna try not to get emotional, but it's been a really emotional week and hormones and emotions are just coming out. So if they do, that it is what it is. I'm going to try not to though, but it is an emotional topic for me for sure. This is one of the biggest breakthroughs for me in my life that I'm still striving for, is my body image issues and my body dysmorphia, because it directly links to my mental health. It really does. And so does yours. The way you feel about yourself and think about yourself. Oh man, it really does. It really does. So it's important to be honest with ourselves, right? It really is. So anyway, welcome everybody. I'm so glad you're here. We're talking about body image today. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to do my notes so I stay on topic. I'm going to do my best. Okay. Let me see here. Where do I want to start? Let's start with the study. I love me some data. I love doing research. I love finding all the data I can to help people with. So a study done by the Mental Health Foundation, pretty good foundation, showed that 1 in 5 adults, that's 20% of adults, felt shame in their body. Felt shame in their body. 20% of adults. Over 34% felt down or low about their body image, about where they are in their body. 20% shame. 34% felt down or low. 19% felt flat out disgusted by their body image. 19% disgusted. Are you kidding me? This is awful, you guys. These are awful numbers. And we're doing it to ourselves. Hopefully no one's telling you any bad things about your body. But most of it, friends, if we can really turn that mirror and have accountability here for a second, it's us. We're doing it. We're bullying ourselves. We're pinpointing our thighs. Hey, calling me out. Hey, we're hiding the chub. What's it called? I don't want to say it because it's probably not appropriate for the podcast. But you know, if you got the thing hanging down over your belly, listen, we know we can stare at those things on our body, the cellulite and dimples on our butts, or the saggy arms that we can have, or a roll here and there, back rolls. God forbid, y'all, we have any rolls on our body. God forbid. But these numbers are terrible. They're terrible. Let's talk about teenagers. Parents, y'all, my heart is opening so big lately for the kids and the youth and helping, something stirring in me to help with the proactiveness of teaching kids to take care of themselves while they're young. Ooh, something's coming, I'm telling you right now. But let's talk about teenagers. Teenagers, if you're listening to this, you're why I keep this PG, by the way. But I want to specifically talk to the teenagers right now, the ones who haven't done a bunch of damage to their bodies yet. Those of us like me, oh my gosh, I messed my metabolism up so much, so many times. My body's gone through 8 Ocho weight loss journeys of lose weight, gain weight, lose weight, gain weight, lose weight, gain weight. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's crazy, you guys. Teenagers, for the most part, you guys still have a really good chance of not causing a bunch of nonsense to your bodies with the crazy things we can get caught up in. So I want to speak directly to you guys in this coaching as well as the adults. But I really, oh my gosh, hear me when I say this, guys. Hear me when I say that 37% of our teens hate their bodies. 37% of our teenagers hate their bodies. How is that possible when they have perfect skin and their tushies are plump and other things are where they're supposed to be still? How are they struggling so much in their flippin' body image? How? They're beautiful, perfect girls. I'll look around and I'll listen to conversations and stuff like that when I'm out and about. And I'll listen to girls talking to each other and trying on clothes and stuff like that. And they are just the most beautiful, gorgeous, gorgeous girls just trashing themselves in the daggum dressing rooms. It's awful. 37% is too much for me of your children struggling with body image issues. Do you know what the research shows usually follows body image issues, parents? Listen up. You need to watch out for this crap. Eating disorders. 37% of our kids are struggling already before the age of 16 with their body image issues. And research shows body image issues can easily develop into restricting their meals, skipping meals, things like that. Parents, you got to be so aware of this for your kids and be good advocates for them. And I'm going to get into this coaching today on how we really need to also watch the things that we say and we speak over our own bodies, because our kids are watching us. They are, right? And that's just a little parental accountability out there, that your children are watching you for how to behave and how to think and feel about themselves. And it's really important that you're not feeding into their future things like maybe yours was fed into. Hey, just saying, guys. 37% of our teens hate their bodies. 31% felt shame. 22% said one of the main contributions to their body image is social media. This is a study done by the Mental Health Foundation. These are where these numbers are coming from, and they are fresh. They are within literally the last 5 years, okay? And honestly, that number's probably up now because we've gone through the C word, and social media was way bigger then, right? Because we were all at home. So social media plays a direct, oh my gosh, to our body image. And this isn't just in our teenagers, friends. There isn't any data on this study about adults, but I guarantee that it plays into our body images as adults. I know it does mine. Anytime I'm in that scroll hole and I'm looking and I'm seeing all these other beautiful women that are just ripped and they're doing the best they can, man, that comparison can creep in. Man, I can be like, oh, Carrie Underwood, your legs, girl. I want those legs. They're so nice. Okay. The truth, though, is Erin's legs can never look like Carrie's legs, right? They couldn't. Why? Because Erin's legs physically could never look like Carrie's legs. So start understanding the unfairness that we can have on ourselves and our body image. Okay. So 22% said that one of the main contributions to their body image is social media. Be aware of this, guys. Be aware of it for yourself. Be aware of it for your kids, okay? This stuff goes for years and years and years. Ask me how I know. Ask me how I know. Because I've just spent the last 5 years of my life healing and climbing out of all this crap. So I'm telling you right now, it matters. The things that we're watching, the things that we're surrounding ourselves with, they absolutely matter to how we feel about ourselves, right? Just saying. What is body image? It's a combination of the thoughts and feelings that you have about your body. They can be positive, they can be negative, and honestly, I don't know about you, but I can have multiple in one day. I can go from the morning feeling good, feeling fine, feeling fly, and then by the afternoon, I feel like a busted can of biscuits. And I'm like, what? What am I doing anything for? Look at me, I'm terrible. In an 8-hour period. And I know it's not just me because I talk to a lot of you guys, and I know this is a thing. Like anything, our emotions, something can come in and happen. We can see an image of somebody else and it takes away from us somehow. And that's not what it's about. No one else being elevated or having any success in anything should take anything from you. Let's fix that. That's an ickiness. That's a weed, y'all. Pull that weed. Don't leave it in your garden. So, a combination of the thoughts and the feelings that you have about your body, right? Many people have concerns or dissatisfactions with their bodies, and the main focus with body image usually revolves around these things. Number one, our scale weight. Your body image and how you feel about yourself is directly related and correlated to your scale weight. Your mood can be just enhanced or just completely destroyed by what those stupid numbers on that stupid little box show. This is bullcrap, by the way. Scale drama is stupid. Track your data with your weight. That's the only reason you need to be tracking it, honestly. Your worth has nothing to do with the scale. Your results don't even have anything to do with the scale. When I really get into conversations with people about the biggest breakthroughs that I've made in my journey and the biggest things I celebrate in my journey, the last thing I ever talk about with people is the amount of pounds I've lost off my body. And I've lost 250. It's the mindset. It's the life I can live. It's the freedom in my body to move. It's being able to run with my kids. It's being able to know I could probably take on a bad guy. Yep. I could definitely, I'd be so much harder to kidnap now. Yes, I would. Like, I'm scrappy. I'll throw myself to the ground. I'll punch, I'll run. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, that's the stuff I talk about. That's the stuff I talk about. The life I get now, not the pounds, but our scale weight, friends, directly related to our body image. And if it's showing you a good number, you feel good. If it's showing you a bad number, you feel like garbage. If this is you, know that you are in a cycle of scale drama and you need to break up with it. Put the scale, and we don't do this by restricting the scale. This is my personal opinions on this. We can't fix anything by completely removing it. We have to learn to take the power back over it. That scale has a really nice purpose as a tool that you can use, but it needs to remain under your feet where it belongs, not the main focus of your journey. I'm talking to somebody right now. I know I am. It cannot be the main way you collect your fruit, because you are not going to be collecting much fruit that's going to taste as delicious as the healthy body you're creating is going to be. I'm telling you right now, personal experience. The weight loss isn't the point. Your health is. Period. So our scale weight, our clothing size, we can also, I had to go up in a size, and it makes us feel like crap, right? Like anytime we start feeling a little pudgier or we're filling out a little more, it can make us feel like crap. It's a thing, but your size doesn't matter. Your clothing size doesn't matter. It's your internal health. It's the health of your body that matters. But our clothing size gets us all wrapped up in the body image. Our shape. There's some of us out there who don't like our shape. We don't like the way our bodies are shaped, right? Like, man, I was shaped, I don't even know, a little head, big, massive body with big legs. I don't even know what I was shaped like. I don't know. I don't know. But I hated the way I was shaped. I wanted some curves. I wanted to be able to tell where one body part ended and another began. I wanted to be able to see being completely transparent right now, I wanted to be able to see parts of my body that I ain't been able to see in years, right? That's the point. It's just health, friends. Our shape, our height also. Feeling too tall, like you're towering over everyone. Feeling super short and maybe like you don't have a lot of power in this world. You're just tiny. You precious little thing. I love you. But it's a thing. Our height can make us self-conscious. This is something my eyes were just open to this in a Zoom this week, talking with amazing tribe member who was talking about her height and how it's made her feel insecure a lot of her life. And it's something that as a short person, I've never even thought about. And I'm like, you know what? That makes so much sense. But even our height, you guys, can make us self-conscious, whether we're feeling too tall, too short, whatever. Oh my gosh, it can all play in. Our imperfections, the things that we have that make us unique, that we see as imperfections, right? What do you have? I've got a mole on my nose that I have literally had forever. And my mother has the same exact mole in the same exact place. I could have this mole removed, but it's really special to me that my mama and I share this mole. It's an imperfection in my body, and it's something that's unique about me that can make me feel self-conscious, and I choose to keep it on my face, right? Same with my arm skin. I am not having my arm skin removed. I don't need to. It is an imperfection in my body that I feel, yes, I would love for my skin to be gone and you be able to actually see my biceps and not have all this. I would love that. Do I need it? No, I don't. Making peace with where your body is and the results that your body can actually attain as well. Like, I'm okay with my arms looking like this forever. That's peace and freedom for me. I'm not okay with my legs. We got to do something about those because I got more skin on them than I got leg. We got to make some adjustments there. But those imperfections, that we can hold over ourselves, those things that we have that maybe nobody else does, or that we can just pick out, right? For me, it was my big belly, my thighs, my butt, my hips. Like I needed it to go. I needed it to go. I needed it to go. But those imperfections and those differences from others can really play into our body images and how we feel about ourselves. Our desire to look or feel differently also. Our desire to just look and be different can play a point into it, of like, especially when we're on a journey, right? Like when we're on a health journey trying to better things, that desire to look and feel different, we can get in a really ugly trap of not loving ourselves well right now in our body. Wait until that future you shows up. I did this the wrong way for a long time, y'all. Let me tell you the truth right now. You have to love yourself right flipping now is who you are right flipping now, doing what you can do right flipping now, in the lifestyle that you're in right now, making progress how you can and evolve into that person. You have to, if you don't love them throughout the journey, you're not going to love them at the end. That's not how it works. It's not fair to you. That's not fair on any human being. You have to love yourself now. You have to appreciate your body now. You really do. You really do. I think I'm getting into all my points before I even get there. Dang it. Here's another one. Getting back to something. Maybe getting back to that old you who felt your best, looked your best, was in that body, you know, maybe before kids or something like that, or whatever it is, guys, that getting back to you, maybe when you lost weight, maybe you gained back a little bit. No shame, guys. It happens. Let's learn the tools and the habits so that doesn't happen again. That's all it's going to be, is tools and habits. So our desire to look and feel different, getting back to something or chasing something, like I just talked about, chasing that future you. Yes, we should always be progressing, but not chasing. Not chasing. No, that person is coming as I develop that person. I got to have the dough. I got to work the dough. I say work your soil. Work your soil so that you develop into that. If it's something that you want to do, if you want a beautiful flower garden, guys, you can't just stare at it through the window and be like, that's you looking at yourself in the mirror, being like, okay, well, I don't like the way it looks right now, but if I took all this stuff out and I added this and this, then it'd be fine. And then walk away. You got great intentions, but where's the action? You're not going to get to that unless you get your tushy out there and you start pulling the weeds and you start reworking that soil and you make sure it's a good place to grow, and then you start planting in there the tools that you need to have the beautiful garden that you're wanting. You are that garden. You are that garden. Put your time into it. Work it. All right, so getting back to something, chasing something. I love my body when I get to where I want to be. Oh, that's so mean. That's so mean. I think about that in like parenthood. I love you when you are exactly behaving perfectly and all the things and doing exactly what. No! You kidding me? We got to love through the mess too. We got to love through the hard things. We got to love through the body dysmorphia. We got to love through the body image. We got to love and find gold in ourselves as often as we can, right? Because Lord knows we do enough criticizing of ourselves, right? So, truth, our body image is a big deal. Whether you know it or not, it's a big dang deal. It is. It affects our mental health. It affects our progress. It affects our confidence. It's a big deal. Body image steals from us. And my rule in the tribe is what steals from you needs to go. If something is stealing from you, taking your time, your energy, your money, anything like that, and you can identify this is stealing from me, you got to do something about it. You have to do something about it. So it steals from you. I'm going to tell you right now how it's stealing from you, because maybe you don't know this yet, but this is how it's stealing from you. Number one, it's stealing the joy of your body and what it can do and the beauty of it right now. When you're stuck in this body image issue and this body dysmorphia and criticizing yourself, you are actively participating in the stealing of joy in your own life, of being able to see you now, appreciate you now in your body right now. And look, we're not even promised tomorrow, y'all. Like right now. Your body, you right now deserves everything that any kind of future you got in your mind. Right now, you deserve that. And I'm telling you right now, part of the journey is realizing that you are worth all of that. worth loving yourself well, worth doing hard work for if you've got things in your life that are stealing from you or holding you back, or if you've got mountains in your life that you need to shrink down. You're worth that work. And your body image can be a big old daggum mountain in your life. So do the work from it. It steals from you. Steals our joy, steals us from seeing it. It steals our mental health. It steals your mental health when you cannot be present in your own body without criticizing it or being over obsessive about it and things like that. It steals your mental health. It really does. Got body dysmorphia in there. That's where you can't even see what you really look like because you're lying to yourself. Or what you see in the mirror isn't what you really look like. I mean, it could go either way. It could literally go either way. But the over obsessing as well, like staring at that one body part and doing so much to try to fix that one thing. You guys, it's not healthy. You can't shame yourself out of anything. You've got to free ourselves out of things. Got to develop out of this stuff. So it steals your mental health. It messes up. It makes us over obsess about aspects of our body and feel like we have to fix all these things in our body. It's never good when we constantly feel like we got to fix ourselves. Like, just know that you are the longest and most important project that you'll ever work on. Some of us need to do a full remodel. Some of us just need a couple things remodeled. Some of us just need a couple things updated, right? I needed a full remodel. I needed everything in that old home, which is my body, to be tore down and rebuilt and restored, where I got to say what everything was. I got to design my lifestyle. I got to design what I wanted my life to look like, my body to look like, and I deconstructed all of it and reconstructed all of it with my habits. And that's what I encourage other people to do. We are in control of these things. In a world where nothing else is in our control, we are in control of our food, our movement, our water, and our self-care, which are the 4 foundations for loving yourself well. Okay? It steals our ability to see progress in our bodies. Oh my gosh, I've personally been here. I've worked out every day for the most part, except throughout recovery when I couldn't. But I got myself into a habit of being able to do something every day. I move my body every day in some way that I love. I don't force myself to do anything. I don't force my body to perform for me. I move my body every day in ways that I love. And I get to say what that looks like. Remember, we deconstruct and we reconstruct from the things that are stealing from us. But it steals our ability to see progress in our bodies. It will literally not let you see that your belly might be shrinking. It might not let you see that your thighs might be more like tone or something, or whatever your goals are. You know, it's not about shrinking our bodies, it's about shrinking our mountains. But it's the best way to describe it. Like, your belly shrinking. Nobody's gonna get mad about that. Quit it. But that's what it's about. That's what it's about. It steals your progress from being able to actually see. Like, you're putting the work in, friends, and we're doing ourselves a huge disservice when we're just like thinking about ourselves negatively, talking about ourselves negatively, looking at and judging ourselves negatively with criticism when we're doing all these beautiful things for ourselves. This can really hurt your relationship with your journey. When you're not being kind to yourself, but you're putting in the work, you're kind of like blessing and cursing yourself all in the same breath. It really is about finding freedom and joy in your body and being present in it and working towards the goals you have for yourself for health and vitality, not skinniness and whatever. No, that's not the point. Skinny is never the point. Steals our confidence. Body image steals our confidence. Makes us feel we're not good enough. It makes us feel like we're not doing enough or doing the right things. It makes us feel like we don't belong. You ever been with a group of people that you don't look like and you're like trying to fit in with them or something like that? Like, it can make you feel like you don't belong. It really can. It steals our confidence. It steals our ability to engage sometimes in relationships because we don't want to put ourselves out there. I had a hard time sometimes putting myself out there because of my size. I felt like a cumbersome burden. Like to go places with my friends. Like, I couldn't ride roller coasters. I couldn't walk it hurt to walk. Literally, it hurt to walk very far. I couldn't go to water parks. I couldn't hike. I couldn't swim because I didn't want to get in swimsuits and stuff like that. I did in like private and stuff, but never with like groups of people. I'm going on these camping trips and canoe trip or float trips and stuff. I never could have done that before. I never could have Like, it stole my confidence. It did. It stole from me. And it sucks because I did it to myself. So really, I stole from me, you know? And that's the accountability of like, okay, time to stop, Erin. And again, this is my story. I struggled with food addiction for years and binge eating disorder, things like that. So I literally did this to myself because of unhealed trauma that I just left. And food was my coping mechanism. If you haven't heard my story, I shared it a couple weeks ago. It's the 5-year anniversary. So check that out. But it steals our confidence. It does. It does. We don't want to show up. If we're feeling a little pudgier or something like that, we don't want to show up, right? If we're not feeling good about ourselves, we want to isolate. We want to stay to ourselves. We want to keep it secret, keep it safe. And how many do you know when you're in that isolation place, it's one of the worst places you can be. You are literally in a circular, just wheel of lies, and it's just going to keep on coming. And what you need more than anything in those times, friends, is community. It's community. We're not meant to do life alone. You are not meant to do life alone, regardless of your size. I wasn't meant to do life alone at 400 pounds. I wasn't meant to. I needed people. And it was when I was hiding from my friends or hiding from my help that I found myself in the worst places in my body image and in my mindset. So don't hide from your help. Don't hide from your community. Go with it. So, steals our confidence. It steals our comfort. Let's talk. Who ain't wearing the shorts right now, y'all? It's summer. It's hot. It is hot outside. I'm going to call myself out right now. I still ain't worn, I have not wore shorts other than biker shorts that go down to my knees because of the leg skin. And that's the only reason. I am miserably hot with all of this skin on my body, but I'm not wearing the shorts because of it. Now, another reason I don't wear the shorts is because of the chafing. So I'm not only not wearing them because of this, but a major part of it is still struggling with the body image of what other people will think when they see these legs, because I don't have anyone that is mildly even relatable to me. I don't. That has the leg skin that I do or goes through the journey, has gone through the journey. I don't have anybody to relate to in that. And it can be extremely isolating walking around out there with these very damaged looking legs that kids stare at, adults stare at. Kids literally ask me, what's wrong with your legs? Like, well, I lost 250 pounds. And then they stare at me like I'm insane. But that's what happened to me. And it can still steal from me. And I actively participate in letting it sometimes by not wearing the shorts, right? So who else is out there not wearing the shorts? Who else is out there, maybe not wearing the swimsuit, not wearing the sleeveless because of the way your arms look, not wearing the dresses because of the way you think it falls on you. Now, I will tell you there is something in there about dressing for your body and making sure that the clothes you're wearing are flattering for you. But a lot of it, guys, is just breaking through the lies of what society says you should be in and what you think you need to be showing up as. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to tell you a truth that I learned over the last 5 years. Nobody's looking at you. They're all looking at themselves. Everyone is looking at their dadgum selves. They're all worried about themselves. So when you're out there wearing the shorts, unless they are just mean, vile people that like to pick on people, and honestly, who cares what people like that think? Who cares? Anyone that's going to criticize another human being's body, I want you to ask yourself, do you want anyone like that in your life? The answer should be no. Because nobody that loves you is going to criticize your body. Nobody that loves you is going to pick apart your legs. They're going to encourage you in the freedom that you're walking in, right? So remember that too, guys. Remember that too. But it steals our freedom. It steals our comfort. No swimsuits. Hiding all the things. Hiding the cellulite. Hiding all the things. I'm telling you right now, you don't have any reason to hide. There's nothing that you need to hide from. So many are living in these hidden places, and you don't need to be in there. You don't need to be in that hidden place. You really don't. Wear what's comfortable for you. Show up as yourself in your comfortable clothes. In summer, it's hot. I have a lot of tribe members that live in Texas and stuff like that. Y'all, it's hot in Texas, and you ain't wearing the shorts. You're wearing jeans. Oh, my Lanta. I get it, because I struggle with the same thing. But listen, we got to break through this stuff. We have to make active steps of breaking through this, because you don't want to live a life where you never wear shorts again. You don't want to live a life where you just never go swimming or never do fun things or never go out with your friends or never. No, not because of our body image, especially when we can do something about it, dang it. So it steals our fun too. That's my last point on this one. We don't go places or do certain things because of how we feel or how we feel our body looks, right? Like I couldn't go to theme parks and ride rides and stuff like that. I couldn't go like paintballing, or I couldn't ride like on a jet ski or go skiing. Like so many things were like I couldn't do because of my size. It stole a lot of that from me. My body image did. And honestly, here's the truth though. I could have gone on a float trip at that current size that I was. I could have gotten in a raft and really enjoyed myself. It was my own limiting beliefs, my own insecurities that kept me from enjoying so many things in my life because of the way my body looked. And here's what sucks. Throughout my journey as well, even after I'd lost 120 pounds, 160 pounds, 200 pounds, I'm still holding myself back from doing things because I'm living in that mindset still of like, what could I do then? And then I'm like, oh girl, we've upgraded a little. We get to come on up and save our progress like Mario, right? Like I get to be here now. I don't have to be way back there. Oh my gosh. And now freedom. Hallelujah, freedom, getting to enjoy doing the things in my body, even though my legs look this way, still going on the float trip, letting them hang out a little bit. Yeah, like still doing the things, still going camping, still putting myself out there. That took forever, friends, for me to get to after my weight loss journey, and still working on it. I still pick myself apart, especially throughout recovery. Oh, I've been so mean to myself. And I'm not a hypocrite. I'm not going to talk on something I don't know about. And I'm not going to not hold myself accountable when I'm aware of where that is. And I have been mean to myself over the last 7 months as I've recovered from surgery. And my body has changed a ton with having the skin removed and stuff like that. And I could be critical over myself. And in recovery, you're just not your best self either. Like if you know, if you've ever recovered from any kind of surgery, you're emotional, you got a lot going on, isolated. I had to sit forever. So not your best self, lots of grace there. But I was not nice. I was not very nice to me. And you can ask my husband. I try my best not to say anything about my physical appearance in front of my children, but my husband definitely saw it when I was kind of just really frustrated with things my body was doing. And just working on embracing it, right? Working on embracing it and what the truth is and everything. But it steals our freedom, it steals our fun, and that's crap. That's crap because we have one body, guys, and we gotta enjoy our life. We do. We have to, and most importantly, not even about enjoying your life, you got a purpose, dang it. And we need to feel good about ourselves in our bodies so that we can fulfill and do the things in the world that we're doing, whatever you're doing, without all this extra nonsense on us that's stealing our confidence, our joy, our peace, and keeping us from things, right? So let's do something about it. What can we do to help with our body images? What can we do? I think I have six. Let me tell you, just so I know. Yep, I have six of my tips, six of my biggest tips on what we can do. And again, I've learned these the hard way. These are not learned through success, friends. These are learned through failure. Oh, and so much failure. So I wish I could be like, I did such a perfect job at dealing with my body image. Nope, I learned this through failure. So there's value in this. There is. Don't learn it the way I had to. Number one, know the truth. Know the truth about you. Know the truth about you. You are wonderfully made. You are perfectly made. You are unique. You are amazing. You are beautiful. Know the truth about you. Your body is unique and beautiful, but it was never meant to define your identity. Your body was never meant to define your identity. And so many of us can easily get caught in the trap of this is who I am. This body is who I am. That you is what matters, not the body. The body is, yes, we need to take care of our body. Absolutely we do. But that's not the main thing, friends. That's not the main thing. You were never meant to be identified and judged and all that by the way you look. That's not it. You're never meant to be defined by it was never meant to define your identity. Your body doesn't define you, your heart does. That is a truth. Your body does not define you, your heart does. And when we're going for health, it matters more than what the physical attributes of our body and our aesthetics are, right? It really does. So yeah, number one, know the truth about your body. Know who you are. Know that you are fearfully and wonderfully made, that you are amazing and you are unique and you are a beautiful masterpiece, just how you are right this second. Not when you get to where you want to get, not maybe when you feel like you were at your best self, right flipping now, baby, right now. Number two, learn to love your body in every stage and every season it goes through. This is an ongoing lesson that I'm working on. Learn to love your body every stage, every season that it goes through. When it's in its low seasons, when it's in its high seasons, when it's in its thick seasons, when it's in its thin seasons, when it's in its better seasons, when it's in its worst seasons, when it's in its healthy season, when it's in its sick seasons. Love your body in every season. It is a relationship between you and you. Love your body. Celebrate your body. Appreciate your body. You have one body. You have one. This is a truth I want to remind everybody of. We got one chance, babies. We got one chance with this. It matters. Man, I hope that hit somebody. Another point of this, buy clothes for yourself. Set yourself up for success, guys, with your body image. Put yourself in clothes that you're comfortable in, right? Wear things that you're comfortable in. Maybe get your hair done. Do little things like that if it helps you and stuff like that. But show up for yourself in that. Only you can do something about it. Wear clothes that flatter your body type. That's another thing. Maybe you just need a little help with how you're dressing. Sometimes that helps. But wear flattering things for your body type and be okay that your body type might be different than so-and-so's body type, right? So learn to love your body in every stage. We only have one. We need to feel confident in it, dress it well, love it well. Here's the truth too. You can't heal a body that you hate and you're constantly cursing. You cannot. It's going to be really, really difficult. I won't say you can't. It's going to be really, really difficult and really challenging for you to grow and heal with some of these mindsets and some of these limiting beliefs and some of these, body dysmorphia and body image issues while you're cursing your body. It's going to be really difficult. Why? Because you're saying two different things in the same breath. You're contradicting yourself, and your mind and body, they're just doing their best to keep up. It's keeping the score on all the things that you say to yourself. Celebrate it and what you can do. Your body's amazing. Celebrate it. Number 3, your words and thoughts about your body matter. There's life and death in the tongue. There's life and death in the tongue. Your words, the things that you say over yourself while you're looking in the mirror, the things that you think about yourself when you catch glimpses of yourself, or when you catch glimpses of yourself in pictures, or if somebody else makes little comments about your weight, so all that, it matters. It matters. And your body holds that. It does. You're listening to every daggum thing you're saying about yourself. So make sure that what you're saying about yourself has some good truth in it, and not just negativity, and not just picking out all of your flaws and imperfections and things that you wish were different. It's a big deal, guys, that we are a gold digger. I don't like to say this too much, but a gold digger of ourself and others, to where we see the gold in ourselves and others more than we see the crap, because there's going to be crap, right? We're people. We got a little bit of both, and we got to do our best to get all the crap out that we can. But be a gold digger in yourself and point out all of your perfections. Point out all of the beautiful things about you. Point out all of the strong qualities of your body. Thank your legs for holding you up today and walking you around. Thank your arms for being able to do the arm things that they do, right? Don't curse your body. Don't curse your body. Bless your body with good words, with positivity. Have some affirmations in there if you got to. I had to go through my affirmation season where all day I would just say good things over my body because I didn't believe it. But I'm like, if I say it enough, it'll happen. And I'm telling you right now, it did. It did. And yeah, I still struggle in just a couple ways. It's not as bad as it was before. But I have seen progress in this in my own life. And many in the tribe as well see progress in this as we learn to love ourselves and see ourselves in a different point of view instead of how the world is seeing us, which is always going to make us feel less than, right? Because why? Because it's a lie. It's photoshopped, guys. It's not real. It's not real. So what you're comparing yourself to isn't even attainable. Like, that's a truth right there. Anyway, number 4, no comparison. Let's go there. No comparison. It's unfair, unnecessary, and uneventful to compare your body to someone else's. Here's the truth. We can all eat the same. We can all do the same movement. We can all go do the same fun things. We can all do the same unwinding things. We can watch the same TV shows and have the same lifestyles. Every single one of our bodies would be different. Every single one of them. Why? Because we're unique human beings. Not one of us is the same. Not one of our bodies is the same and will respond the same to everything we do. Like, you can eat the exact same way I do all the exact same movements I do, go upside down 8 minutes a day with me, and you would never look exactly like me, and I would never look exactly like you. Never. There's freedom in this if you let it land on you. When you know that there is no reason to compare yourself to anyone else, because there's no way you will ever be where someone else is, because that's not you, and you're gonna have your own beautiful, unique journey. Freedom to be on your race, to be in your, not race, we're trotting, but be in your lane, right? Not having to look to the left and the right of what everybody else is doing. This is a trap. This is a really harmful trap for body image and our mental health, right? Ask me how I know. Don't get in the trap of looking to the left and to the right, trying to make yourself look like anybody else. There's a lot of death there. A lot of death of your mindset, a lot of death of your habits and your confidence. So all we can do is focus on ourselves and doing the best we can for ourselves and our 4 main things. And the 4 things we can do for ourselves: feed ourselves well, give ourselves a lot of water, move our bodies in ways that we love, and take care of ourselves, right? It's all we can do for ourselves. Where am I at here? Yes. Okay, I hit all my notes. I'm making sure I'm hitting all my points in my points. Number 5, I say this all the time. Don't be annoyed. I say it all the time. You can improve anything in your life that you're intentional about putting your hands to. This is the truth. This is the garden analogy. You can improve anything in your life. If you are struggling in your body image, if you're struggling with the way that you view yourself, see yourself, feel about yourself, I want you to know that there is work that you can do to progress in this. There is something you can do about it. You can find freedom and breakthrough in these things. Anything you put your hands to, you can find something in. Anything. It might not be 100% like, yes, I am here we go. But it's going to be, you're going to make no matter what progress, right? And that's the point. That's the point. So you can improve anything at all that you're intentional about and put your hands to. So if you're struggling with your body image, I encourage you to put your hands to it. Make it a priority for yourself in this next season of your life to work on some kindness for yourself in your body image, to say good things to yourself about your body, to speak good things over yourself for your body, right? There are many ways many things that we can do to help us feel better in our body. We can exercise. Exercise always makes us physically feel better. I'm not talking about anything else other than that. Exercise will always make you feel better, even if you're a little sore and stuff like that. Always make you feel better. And this is one of the main ways to change things about your body is feed it well, move it well. Feed it well, move it well. And comes to number 2, body composition changes. When you're moving your body well and you're eating well to fuel your body's composition will start changing, especially if you're eating the way you need to for your body, which is different for all of us, okay? Especially if you've got different things. We've got a dietitian in the tribe that would love to help you nail down your nutrition, right? But body composition is another way we can do something about it. We can change. If we don't like the size of something we can change up to a degree. That's all I'm going to say, because we can't fix everything and make everything perfect. You've really got to live in the realistic expectations of what our bodies can do. Like for me, I was 400 pounds. My legs will never look like Carrie Underwood's legs. No matter how hard I work, I could work till the day I die. It will take me at least probably 4 surgeries of skin removals to get my legs looking like hers, and they still wouldn't. Got it? Like the same thing with you and the thing that you're trying to look like. It's the truth. So quit it. Let's meet ourselves where we are and do our best for ourselves where we are. But body composition changes are absolutely possible with your movement and with your nutrition. Absolutely, we can adjust and transform our bodies. You guys have watched me do it. Go back and look at my before picture, or we'll have producer Brandon put it up right here. I hope he does. Oh, I hope he does. But go back and watch. Go look at my before picture and my picture now. Now, don't get me saying, oh, look at that. Look at my comparison. No, what I'm saying is look at the changes I was able to make in my body to take it from something I didn't like to something that I like a lot more than I did before, right? Like, that's what matters. We can change and improve in anything in our lives. We really can. Number 6, my last point, your body should be celebrated more for the health that's in it than the aesthetics of it. This is a jacked up thing our culture's going through right now, you guys. Everybody and their mama is getting all kinds of stuff done to themselves. Listen, I ain't gonna talk negatively about things out there, but I'm telling you right now, we have got it so backwards. Oh man, we've got it so backwards. We need to be celebrated for the health that is in our bodies, not just the way we look on the outside. Because I'm telling you, right now, a lot of people look real great on the outside, but inside is a mess. That's not what we want. We want health inside, internal health, internal beauty. That all just shines out, right? It really does. But your body should be celebrating more for the health in it than the aesthetics of it, because beauty will fade. Abs will soften. Here come them wrinkles and them gray hairs, everybody. Like, it's coming. It's coming. Cellulite's coming. And then what happens to our bone density? Why is that a thing? Ladies, what in the world? It's coming. Our bodies and the aesthetics of our bodies, you guys, it's such a fleeting thing. But you know what's not fleeting? The health of our bodies. The health that's in our bodies. We want to be grandmas and nanas, ladies, that our family's got to hide the keys from us. They don't know we don't know where we are. We're out there doing our thing because ain't nobody got to take care of Nana Erin or Nana you, because you did, because you took care of you. And it wasn't about what your body looked like. And it wasn't about how you looked compared to the chick on the magazine. It wasn't about how you looked compared to that Instagram influencer. It's about you and your health. And your days can be lived with full vitality and joy and freedom in your body and from these things. So let's keep doing the work. Let's keep working on it. Let's identify where we're struggling in our body image, right? And only you can do that. This is going to be your homework for the day. How are you struggling, or how do you feel about your body? Have an honest conversation with yourself about it. How do you feel about your body? What do you hide from people about your body and why, right? And then once you know that, start taking some active steps. Maybe just putting your hands to some of that soil and working on some of those things in your mindset. Maybe stepping out in a little bit of freedom of, okay, I'm gonna wear the shorts. I put a challenge out in the tribe this week. Everybody, wear an item of clothing that or like step out in your comfort zone in something this week. Like for me, it's gonna be bathing suit bottoms. For another girl, it's gonna be a dress she wore to work. For someone else, it was shorts that they were gonna wear. But we can step out in freedom of this and really just, some of it is just that, taking that step. Like, okay, I'm gonna work on this. But do that work, you guys. Take the time to really ask yourself this question. How do I feel about my body? What about my body do I want to see some improvement in or progress in, or what's stealing from me with my body image? Like, ask yourself those questions, friends, and I want to encourage you, you're worth the work. You're worth the work to go and dive in and ask yourself and answer those questions and be honest, and then really start taking some actions behind it and improving this. Because don't you know, we can improve in absolutely anything that we put our hands to. So put your hands to the things that are stealing from you, even if you got to choke them out, right? Even habits, choking out the habits, that's what I'm talking about. So if you're habitually finding yourself in your body image issues and stuff like that, let's put our hands to it. Let's pluck some weeds out and let's plant some good things. Got it? So I'll be back with you guys next week as we go through more of this summer. Next week, I believe, is actually going to be an Aldi's haul run with Dietitian Allie. We're going to go to Aldi And we are gonna show all of our favorite things to buy in there. Me, after losing 250 pounds over the last 5 years, and Allie is a registered dietitian, what our favorite things are at Aldi. So that's coming to you guys next week. And then throughout the rest of the summer, weekly talks just like this to encourage you guys to shrink those mountains in your life as well. Because if one of us can do a hard thing, all of us can do a hard thing. So let's get out there and shrink those mountains in our life, do our hard things, because we are worth it. I love your guts, guys. Have an amazing day. And what if this time you didn't give up? I'll see you next time.